Hello my chickens and roosters, welcome back to another fragrance video. And this one is a fragrance haul from the cute, petite, quirky Britney Spears collection. And we have 4 fragrances to review. I do have another one in my collection, which is Believe, but unfortunately I do not have it with me at the time. So, you know, I only have these 4, but anyways, it'll be fun. So thanks for tuning in, guys. Please don't forget to hit that like button if you do like this content, and subscribe if you haven't done so. For those of you that are returning to my channel, thank you, my chickens and roosters. I really love you and appreciate you. So we're gonna get started on the Britney Spears collection that I have, my personal collection, okay? We are gonna start with, which one do I want to start with? Let's see. All right. Yeah, okay, so we'll start with the Fantasy, just because I was looking at the years when they were launched. So we're gonna start with the Fantasy, which is this one here. Britney Spears Fantasy. This one is in a very whimsical box. It's got some purple fuchsia. It's got some blues, like violet blue. It's got some green, silver, white, pink, little swirls and details. And this is her iconic, I want to say her biggest seller, biggest hit. And it's the Britney Spears Fantasy. All the Fantasies come in this really adorable, it's very fitting for the name. It's like a little love potion. To me, it looks like a little fantasy love potion, something that you would find at a, you know, like a little enchanted forest type of thing. So this here is the bottle and the box. It's a really adorable, cute. Look at this. It's little round like sphere, and it's got little faux diamonds. And the lid is a little circle clear color plastic with some little ribbons and bands around the neck. And the atomizer is silver. This is an EDP, you guys. Eau de Parfum, a 3.3 fluid ounce by Britney Spears. This one here is a sweet, fruity, tropical, fresh chocolate accord fragrance. Fragrantica is calling it a floral, fruity gourmand. This was launched in 2005, and this one, it's still one of my favorite fragrances. And I know it's super sweet, and I know it's overrated, whatever you want to call it, but it is divine. It is so good. This is like a love or hate situation deal. Some people just can't stand it. Some people don't like it, but the majority, if you look up this fragrance, the Fantasy, when they do like a blind sniff or a blind test, a lot of people fall in love with this one, men and women. So we're gonna go ahead and spray it. I already know what this smells like, but initial spray, you guys, is kiwi and quince. Quince, if you're not familiar with that one, is kind of, to me, when you get that fruit and you slice it, that quince fruit, to me, it smells like, because I held the real fruit and I've tried the real fruit. And it's like a mixture to me. It's like a mixture of like a green pear, apple, and like sweet lemon. That's what Keen smells and tastes like to me. Lychee, it's got red lychee, it's got kiwi, it's got Keen at the top notes. So sweet. Ugh. On the middle notes, it has white chocolate, cupcake, and orchid, and jasmine. You definitely get like the cupcakey white chocolate smell mixed in with the kiwi. This is like a kiwi lychee dominating fragrance. And then on the base notes, you have musk, orris root, and woodsy notes. This is so delicious. I love this fragrance. It is in my top 20. Just because I have so many favorites, but this is on my top 20. I'm gonna try to do a video soon of my top fragrances overall, just to let you know. This is a delicious, is so good. When I wear this, I received compliments. I received compliments when I wear this one. This one here, like I said, you get the kiwi, you get the lychee, a little bit of the Keen's, and then that white chocolate and that cupcake to me kind of the smell is more like kind of like a sugar whipped cream type of deal. If you're curious, that's kind of my take on it. I do get a little bit of the jasmine, just a tiny little hints. The floral notes are very muted in this formula. I don't know if you can see the level of this. It's about like right there. This is quite a dent because I have a lot of fragrances in my collection and I don't tend to use one fragrance like the whole week. I wear like, I don't know, 5 to 8 fragrances a week. I'm not kidding. So, because a lot of the times I mix them too, I layer them. This one, oh my God, I crave so much in the wintertime. I don't know why I crave this fragrance in the wintertime. To me, it's very soothing. And I love it for bedtime too, even though it's like so sweet. I don't know why it just rocks me to sleep. It's hard to describe what this fragrance does to me, what it makes me feel, but it's like sexy. It makes me feel sexy. It makes me feel yummy. It makes me feel happy. It makes me feel flirty and girly and bubbly and pretty. That's what fantasy does to me. And you do get a lot of powdery notes. When this dries down, you get a lot of powder. It dries down powdery, hands down. No denying it. This becomes a powdery fragrance, a sweet powdery fragrance. And I think maybe because the orris fruit and the musk in there. Now, the other thing that I am just blown away by this fragrance, and I know it's been around forever, but the thing that blows my mind with this one is that it is so freaking long lasting. Okay, example. Last night I sprayed this. I was like sniffing my fragrance. So I was like, this one. I was between this one that I wanted to wear for bed, or which one's the other one? Jeez, I can't even remember. See. Anyways, I think it was Charlie Blue. Charlie Blue is the one that I was debating between that one and Charlie Blue for bedtime. But this one I sprayed on this arm right here. I think I did like 1, 2. I did 1 on my wrist, 2, 3, and then 4, 5 on the top of my forearm and under here. So I did 5 sprays on this arm. It was 11 p.m., 11 at night. You guys, by like 11 a.m. the next morning, I could still, like right here, especially right here in this part, in this pocket right here, I could still smell this fragrance. Be careful with this one. This is potent. You don't need a whole lot. If you spray on your skin, it's going to stay on your skin. If you get this on your clothes, girl, you better believe it that it's going to stay on your clothes until you wash it. Or sometimes if you don't use like heavy detergents, it might linger in your clothing after a wash or two. This is a beast performer. Like, this lasts so much. And this is a newer formulation. This is like a new batch. This is not like 5, 6, 7, 8 years old. This is like 8 months old. And see, look at I've used this one so much, and look at the level where it's at. So that says a lot. My fragrances that are that much used is because, girl, I use them. Because like I said, I don't use them. I use them like once a week, and then I put them away, and then, you know. So that's Britney Spears Fantasy. Oh yeah, so this one is supposed to be compared. A lot of people think that this smells like Pink Sugar Sensual by Aquilina. I don't know. I don't know because I don't have it. But I'm curious. I want to get that Pink Sugar Sensual by Aquilina because, like, I love this so much. And if there's other stuff that smells like this, I kind of want to get, you know, I want to get my ideas on which fragrances I want to kind of stick to. But this is like one of those fragrances that I want to keep in my collection for life, you know. So Britney Spears Fantasy, the original version, is mwah. I love it, you guys. I love it so much. The next one that we are doing is this Fantasy Intense. And look, it's the same design swirls, but this is like a metallic-y fuchsia, purplish fuchsia color, and it's intense. So this one, it says it's darling, it's bolder, and even more intense than Fantasy. That's what they claim. Okay, so I had to get this one. I've gotten these at discount stores. I think both at Ross. Yes, I think both at Ross. So this is what the bottle looks like. Check it out. And it's a deeper purple. It's a deeper purple than the Fantasy. See? And the neck on this one is gold, and the rhinestones are gold on this one. These rhinestones are silver or diamond-like color. So this one here is the same shape as you know, all the rest of the Fantasies. You'll always have this round little magical potion-y bottle shape. This is a sweet, fruity, woody, patchouli, powdery, tropical, fresh, earthy, iris, and musky fragrance. This fragrance was launched in 2021, so it's only a couple years old. It's not very new. I was intrigued by the Intense because it says that it was even stronger, but it's than this one. And I was like, holy cow, how can it be? And then I just picked up without looking at the notes because I do kind of want all the Fantasies. I don't know. I just want to try them all. So if I do see them at a discount store, I'm going to pick them up. And besides, like, these fragrances are so affordable. You can find them for under $30, the big bottles. I mean, that's incredible. These are such great quality. I like recommend the Fantasies, at least the Fantasy and the Fantasy Intense for longevity. So, are we ready? So this one, oh my gosh, this one's yum, 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 yum. And I've worn this one too, you guys. And I was wearing this one in the summertime. Okay, let's spray that. Now, when you first spray this one, you get a little bit more freshness. So this one on the top notes, you have kiwi, pear, and lychee. So the only difference between this one and this Fantasy is this one has quince on the top notes, and this one has pear on the top notes. Now this one is, to me, you can pick up the floral notes way more. So it's a little fresher when I mean, because pear to me, the pear note in fragrances to me smells a little bit like cucumber. Why? Don't even ask why, girl. Don't ask me why, but my nose does that. Like, you know, so that freshness, like that, like refreshing, like cucumber, that's what I get from the pear. Now, you know, when you get these notes for fragrances, they're not like true, right? Like 90% of the time, or I want to say maybe 95% of the time, these fragrance notes are not true to what like the actual fruit or the actual flower smells like, with the exception of like rose and lemon and citrus, stuff like that. Those are kind of more true. But the majority of the time you don't get the true, you know, like the watermelon, you don't get the true watermelon scent or the true strawberry scent. It's more like artificial scents. So middle notes, go back to the middle, sorry. Top notes is kiwi, pear, lychee. Same notes with the exception of one fruit from the Intense, the Fantasy. Intense middle notes is white chocolate again, cupcake again, jasmine and orchid. Those are your middle notes. It smells really good. I just love these fantasies. Okay, base notes is patchouli, woody notes, orris, and musk. Now, do you notice the notes between this one, the base notes between this one and this one? Yes, girl. The difference is that this has patchouli. This has patchouli. And I think that's what probably makes it more potent. That's probably, in my opinion, what makes it last longer and is more intense. It is perfectly worded. It's perfectly labeled as a fantasy intense. Now, the patchouli is not gross on this one. If you've watched my other videos, if you've been following me, you know that I'm kind of scared of patchouli. Okay, because patchouli can make me sick to my stomach. It can give me a headache, and it can make me nauseous. So I can't do patchouli too much during the summertime or when it's too hot, or even in the wintertime. It has to be just right. The formulation has to be just right. So this one to me it's more intense, but in a way, it's more floral. So I pick up the floral notes more on this one. This one is more candy-like to me, okay? So, yeah. This is more kiwi, more Keens. This has got more candy sugar-like, you know, like with the cupcake and the chocolate type of deal. And then it dries really powdery with the musk and the orris. This one's got something else. So this one is more, I would say, for nighttime or for really cold weather. Okay, so this one to me is like an escape. Okay, like if you live in like Michigan or Wisconsin or Canada, or you know, you live in Russia where it snows like crazy and it gets below zero, this one will warm you up. This one will take you into a fantasy escape to a sunny summer day. But so in terms of like the notes, it's less gourmand. This one still smells sweet, but it's got that little patchouli kiss, you know? It's got that pear in there. So this is more mature. This is a little bit more mature. This is more grown up. This is like a sexy woman. A sexy woman that still has that like adventurous side of her. that like crazy girl, that bad girl, but she's still sweet, you know, she's still like sweet. So I think it's just darling. It is. I think it's adorable and it is sexy. These fragrances are damn sexy, girl. I love them. So that's the difference between these two. This one has patchouli. The Intense has patchouli and it has pear. This one has no patchouli and it has quince instead of the pear. So this makes it a little bit fruitier, a little bit more sugar candy-like, whipped creamish-like. And this one is a little bit more sophistication. It's sweet sophistication with patchouli. So that's that for the fantasies, the fantasy and the fantasy and intense. Okay, moving on to the midnight fantasy. This is not an EDP. This is an EDT. It's an Eau de Toilette, and I found it at Ross for like, I don't know, $10. This is made in the U.S. This is made in the U.S. Did I tell you where this was made? Do you even care? This is made, this one was made in Spain, girl. Spain. No wonder. I'm telling you, I don't care. Like, I think that France and Italian and French and Brazilian and, you know, these fragrances that are manufactured over there, that are made over there, they're like better quality. I'm not trying to be, you know, like discriminating against our US or our China or, you know, but it's just kind of what it is. This one is also made in Spain. These two are made in Spain. Nice, guys, nice. All right, so Britney Spears, made in the US. Midnight Fantasy. I was curious about this one because the name just got me, and it's, you know, it's like, look at it, this is like so magical and mystical, and it's, look at, it's like you're in a dream, right? Like you're dreaming. Look at, it's dreamy. This is like blurry, like it's hazy, and I love these. So I was curious, and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna get it, and I'm gonna just see what it's all about. Check it out. Isn't that cute? Look at this baby. Okay, so it's the same bottle, same thing, same little sphere. It's just a little baby. This is a smaller bottle. I wish I had the EDP, but you know, it is what it is. 1 fluid ounce for this one. This one here, you guys, is a sweet, fruity, cherry, vanilla, powdery. It's supposed to be nutty and it's supposed to be fruity. I already said fruity. It's supposed to be floral and almond. Those are the accords for this one. And this was the 4th fragrance that was launched. So this is the 3rd flanker for the fantasy. This one here was made in 2006. Okay, so it was this one and then some other ones, and then this was this one, and then I don't know which one was the second one. Which one was the second one? Do you know? Let me know in the comments if you know which one came after fantasy. Then this one came after, and then this one just came in 2021. So there's a bunch of other fantasies. She probably has like 1,000 fantasies. Britney Spears, girl, come on, girl, just tone it down. I'm just kidding. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. But it's just like overwhelming to me because I want them all. And there's supposed to be one. The Maui is supposed to smell like one of my other top 10 favorite fragrances. The JLo Miami Glow. It's supposed to smell like the Maui Britney Spears fantasy. So yeah, I'm curious about getting that one too. Longevity on these is a beast. It's a monster. I love, and I'm so happy that I have these in my collection. They're amazing performers. I just absolutely love everything about them. The bottle, the scent, the performance, the everything. Okay, let's move on to this little baby here. This is Midnight. Midnight is supposed to have plum notes. It's supposed to have sour cherry, raspberry, I get citrus, but it's that citrus. It's because of that sour cherry and the raspberry mixed together. And it's, you know, it gives you that, like, makes your mouth water, like, from the citrus, but it's because it's sour. That's in the top notes. Middle notes is Orchid, Iris, Freesia. Freesia is, like, one of my favorite flower notes. And Magnolia and Lily of the Valley. I have quite a bit. I have a handful of them that are like, I just love them. Peony. But anyways, this one has got Orchid, Iris, and Freesia in the middle. So you get your florals in the middle. And then base, you have vanilla, amber, and musk. And that's it for this one. Now, I have tried this one. I tried it on my skin, and I don't know. Maybe I should spray a little bit. I don't know. But anyways, I should test it again. But honestly, you guys, this thing was so disappointing in performance. Maybe because it's an EDT, but this lasted on my skin like an hour and a half to 2 hours. I haven't sprayed it on my clothing or anything, so, you know, I don't know how that. I'll spray it on my jacket right there. So this one, how can I describe this one? To me, this one's a little citrusy, a little sour. Guys, don't get confused, okay? Don't kill me for this. It has no citrus notes, absolutely, on Fragrantica. They don't claim to have any citrus, but it's sour because of that cherry and that raspberry, okay? It is very, like shampoo-y. So it's a very clean, fresh, summer vibe kind of fragrance. It's an easy to wear fragrance. It's a little gourmandy because I think it smells like fruits. It smells like a little bit of fruit, but it's like a body wash, body spray, fruity scent. You get a little bit of the floral notes. You get some freesia in here. I think the freesia is the dominating flower, and I love freesia. I wish I could find a fragrance that smells like just freesia. Maybe two other notes that are not too interfering. But do you know of a freesia fragrance? If you know, let me know in the comments. You see how excited I get? Because I want to know. If you do, let me know in the comments, please. Let me know if you know of a freesia, like a true freesia fragrance, because I'm dying to get one in my collection. I don't know, close to 200 fragrances, maybe. I haven't even counted. I stopped counting at like 150, honestly. But nothing smells like a true freesia. You know, like when you cut those flowers and you smell them like that. Like, if you know what I mean, girl, let me know on the comments if you know of a fragrance that smells like that. So yeah, let's go back. Vanilla, not so much. So yeah, so to me, the dominating scent is like the raspberry, sour cherry, and freesia in this one. I just wanted to get something real. Okay, so if I had to say something else about this one here, it gives me a little bit of like a berry vibe. So, you know, like the Aquilina Berry Blast. Doesn't smell like it, like doesn't smell like identical. It's not a dupe, I'm not saying, but it's kind of there. It's kind of like berry, sour, fruity, clean, fresh family. Like this, I would put it in that category with the Aquilina Berry Blast. Yeah, it's a fun little fragrance. Would I buy it again? No, I wouldn't buy it again. But I would definitely, if there's an EDP available, I would probably get the EDP just for shiz and giggles. You know what I'm saying? Oh, see what I mean? I put them all back in the box. It's this habit that I have. Anyways, so these are the three fantasies. Yeah, okay. Now, guys, what do we have here? We have the Curious by Britney Spears. Look at the box. I wish I had the Believe. That box is huge, you guys. This is what the... So it's black. It's matte black with swirls and like blue and pink polka dots. They're metallic little polka dots. And it's got the Britney Spears Curious. Britney Spears Curious. And this one was made in the US. And this is the big bottle. This is the 100 ml, 3.3 fluid ounce. And the box opens like this. It's got pink. Oh, I forget to put that back when I put them back. It's got a cute little... It's got a cute bottle. Look at that. It reminds me of a bird. A bird that has like that like neck thing. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know what I mean. But this one, you guys, this is completely different than this stuff right here, than these fantasies. So I almost didn't buy this one when I saw it at the store because I'll tell you why. But look at the bottle. It's like a little flying saucer. It's like it's a blue little bottle, and I think the original had like some little charm something hanging, but this one just came like this. Unfortunately, I don't I don't have the first formulation. And then the label at the bottom, you have, the information down there. But it's a cute little like vintage looking bottle. I think it's super cute. I like the presentation. It looks pretty. This one here, main of course, floral, white floral, aquatic, fruity, tuberose, sweet, powdery, woody, musky, fresh. This fragrance right here, the reason why I almost passed on it, well, there's a couple of reasons. One is because I read the notes at the store. Sometimes I do that and sometimes I don't. Sometimes I just go for it and wing it and I just take my chances and do a absolute blind buy. This one, I did look up the notes because of many years ago when this one came out in 2004, I smelled it at, I don't know, I think it was like a department store, and I didn't like it. I remember not liking it, and I was like, I was like, oh wow, okay, and I passed on it because I wasn't into florals. I wasn't into that kind of fragrance. This is what this is. This is a floral fragrance. This is a floral, and that's what Fragrantica is categorizing. It's just floral. It's not fruity. It's not gourmand. It's just floral. Now, I would say that this is a fresh floral. I would say that this is a fresh aquatic floral. The reason why I passed on it is because that I kind of remember, like, I didn't like that fragrance when I smelled it. But then the second reason is because of the notes here. Some of the notes, like the tuberose, I was like, I don't care too much for tuberose. And then when tuberose and jasmine are mixed together and musk, I was like, girl, I don't know if I can do it. But then I started like liking florals more. I don't know why I like changed my mind on that. Like now they smell good to me. Maybe because I've reached another level of maturity and I'm not just into sweets or just into fresh fragrances or green fragrances. Now I'm, kind of opening up my olfactory, my food, my nose food, I kind of appreciate more now. So this one this one has top notes of magnolia, pear, lotus, jasmine. It's got tuberose and it's got cyclamen, musk, vanilla, white woods, and sandalwood. So when I saw that tuberose, I was like, oh, no, I can't. I don't think I can. And then jasmine, oof. But then I just said, you know what? I'm just going to get it because I want to remind myself again, and then for the price, whatever, right? And even when I opened it up and I sprayed it for the first time, I was like, yep, that's why I didn't get it. That's why I didn't like it the first time. I was like, yep, right? Well, let me tell you something. Something happened. I changed my mind on this, like not too long ago. This happened like 3 days ago. I fell in love with this one. Why? Gosh, I'll tell you why. All right. When you first spray this has such a soft, floral, aquatic scent. And there's that tiny bit of pear sweetness in the background. It's like, this to me smells like sliced up pear with magnolia and lotus, and like the softest, most subtle jasmine breeze scent in the air. And tuberose comes in like you want to recognize it, but you don't. You're like, oh wait, is that? No. Because then other notes kind of jump in front of the tuberose. And the cyclamen. And I like cyclamen. It's got vanilla, so it kind of sugars up a little bit. It kind of gives it a little bit more warmth. But this, and then the musk, because it dries down powdery, it dries down musky, but it's a floral musk. So it's a musky floral. And then the sandalwood, that sandalwood just gives it that creaminess. Girl. It is a beautiful floral. It's a beautiful white aquatic floral with a hint of pear. Yeah. So this one, oh my God. This one is another beast performer. It's another beast. I'm not kidding. This one, I sprayed it on this. So last night I sprayed the Fantasy here, and then I sprayed this one right here, just because I wanted to kind of just smell it. So this one lasts almost as long as this. The exception is let's say this lasts 10 hours on your skin, this lasts 9. If this lasts 12 hours, I want to say 20 hours on your clothing, this one lasts 18. So it's there. It's really there. To be a floral fragrance, it's such a beast performer. This one is insane. It is beautiful. I am so in love with this floral fragrance. I am just kind of so psyched out and so surprised that I like this so much. I am not a white floral kind of girl, but I do love aquatic florals, and I like magnolia, and I like pear. Jasmine, I do like it, but it's got to be really mild, because jasmine is one of those other fragrances that can be really sticky on my nose and very heady, and it can give me a headache. But this thing is so beautiful. Mwah. This, to me, smells like a garden of flowers. No rose flower, no violet. It's just the creamiest of the creamiest florals and the most water crisp floral notes in this one. If I could say something about this, another thing about this one is that this is what the breeze would smell like in a aquatic white floral garden. This is what it would smell like if the air around all these water flowers and oh, amazing. So this is what I have right here, guys. Check it out. We reviewed all these today. Thanks for sticking with me until the end. Mwah! I love you so much. So we have the fantasies. We have these fantasies right here. And we have the curious. And oh my God, I just love them all. This one, you know, not so much. So this is a floral. If you love florals, if you love aquatic, watery floral notes, and you like pear, this is so romantic. This is romance. This is ladylike. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You're okay. Yes, you're okay. This is romance. This is feminine at its highest. This is like to me, this is what Bridgerton, what is it called? You know that show with all the girls and the dresses and the hair? This is what like they would smell like. I think this is what that girl would smell like. Not that it's old fashioned, hell no. It's just, I'm saying like high quality woman, very feminine, elegant, but is refined. And very delicate and super feminine. Just this one here, floral. You like florals, you're gonna love this one. I don't know if oh yeah, so they compared this one to the Stella Tocca. They really consider this very similar. So if you like Stella Tocca and you want something way more affordable, go with the Britney Spears Curious. You're gonna love it. This is really clean, fresh, fruity, berry-like, raspberry sourness, fragrance. It's very youthful, and it's something that you can run errands. You can probably spray it like after the gym workout. It is a little on the sweeter side, but not too crazy. This is the original Fantasy, one of my favorite. It's very, very kiwi, very quince, very fruity, and it's got that sugar, that's got that sugary like whipped cream, cupcakey, and then it dries down, very musky, very extreme powder, high powder on this one. And then this one is just the intense version of this with patchouli. This is a very more sophisticated, a little bit more elegant, a little bit more sexy woman grown up, but it still has that sweet fruitness and that allurance of being sensual and being delicious. That's what I have for you guys. Thank you so much, you guys. Please hit that like button, and thanks for sticking around. And I hope you like this video. Let me know if you have any questions or which one of these is your favorite, or if you have a favorite one from Britney Spears. Let me know. Let us know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you. Stay blessed. Bye.